Hey, what's up, guys? It is Bosa here, and we're right in the middle of this series that I like to call 26 Things That I've Learned in My 26 Years of Living. I know, it's a long time. This is number 3, and what we're talking about is using what's in your hand. Now, this has been something God's been speaking to me about all year. Something that really from the beginning of the year to even like 2018 is, I feel like this is my life message. Using what's in my hand, because at times I get frustrated and I see what other people are doing and other things that are happening, and I'm like, Lord, why can't I get that? Like right now, iPhone 10 has been out for a little bit. I don't have an iPhone 10 and I really want an iPhone 10. And I don't really like this iPhone 6 that I'm rocking with, but yet I can still use it to do things. I can still use it to get on social media. I can still use it to take pictures. I can still use it to create videos and different things. So yes, it may not be iPhone 10 level, but it's still something. And this is what God was talking to me about, is using what's in your hand. And the best story I have for this is from Exodus. We're gonna read about Moses here. So hold up. All right, here we go. Exodus 4, verse 2 says, "The Lord said to him, 'What's in your hand?' And he said, 'A staff.' Then he said, 'Throw it on the ground.' So he threw it on the ground, and it became a serpent. But Moses fled from it. But the Lord said to Moses, 'Stretch out your hand and grasp it by the tail.' So he stretched out his hand and caught it, and it became a staff in his hand." Verse 5, "That they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has appeared to you." This story is amazing to me because Moses had a rod in his hand, and God is telling him this is so they know that the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob has appeared to you. This rod is going to be a sign. And all he had to do was use what was in his hand. God said, throw it on the ground, and he did. And this goes with being productive. Number 1, we talked about being productive versus being busy. What is God telling you to do? If you know what's in your hand, and then God speaks to you about it, he is going to take that to a level you by yourself could never take it to. Moses had a rod. A rod in his hand alone could do nothing. But since he was obedient and he was spending time with the Father, when God spoke, he was able to obey and do it. And that was a sign that the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob was real. Do you understand what that means? The God of Abraham. This is a huge deal. This is a huge deal because the people Moses was going to free had been locked up, had been in slavery, had basically been condemned to living a life below what God had ordained for them, had wanted for them. How many people are around you that are living a life below what God has for them? Living a life below what God really wants for them. But you have something in your hand, and God will say, use that. Use your vocals, use your cinematography, use your painting, use whatever it is, your math skills. I want to use that to help set the captives free. Use what's in your hand. That's all I got. Peace and love, y'all. That's what's up.